Hey everybody, this is Matthew Reed. Thanks for checking out MatthewReedCoaching.com and the blog site. So I'll take a couple of minutes here for a little video blog post about happiness and stress and smiling. A recent study by the University of Kansas shows that when you smile, you decrease your stress dramatically and in fact actually lowers incidence of heart disease. That's a really interesting thing. Now, things like lower stress, that's a little hard to quantify, but when a study shows heart disease decreases, man, that's definitely something worth listening to. I've lived in the New York City metro area for about 9 years now, and I've found that the people here are remarkably nice, very warm, but I think because of the breakneck pace of the city, they can be a little serious sometimes too. My first encounter with this is when I first moved to the area and I came to one of the, seems like always present toll booths in the area. I pull up to the toll and present the person my money and ask for a receipt, and they'd be scowling at me, very serious. And I made a decision right then and there that every time I went through a toll booth, I would force those people to deal with a little happiness. The result? Well, they still scowl at me usually. However, I get a laugh out of it every single time that I pull through a toll booth. Choosing happiness, choosing to smile can be a powerful way to relieve tension in your own life and also reduce the stress in the encounters you have with others. Now, I'm not suggesting putting on a happy face or doing anything that's insincere. Just as studies show more smiling decreases stress, there are also studies that show an insincere demonstration of happiness, putting on a happy face, that can actually increase stress and cause even longer term health effects. But a willful, intentional decision to smile more often can dramatically decrease the stress in your life and in the situations you encounter. Here's a few tips. 1, purposefully smile when you approach anyone. Depending on where you live, it can be a little off-putting to some. However, it'll almost always cause a friendlier atmosphere in which to talk. 2, always smile when you answer the phone. Now, I know you may be thinking, Matt, what is smiling when I answer the phone? They can't see what I'm doing. It's true, but when you smile, your tone of voice changes, your demeanor and how you deal with the conversation changes, and it dramatically changes how you feel about the conversation you're about to have. 3, always smile when you deal with people in public. I can't tell you how much more favorable treatment I've received in customer service situations just because I greet people with a smile. Smile when you write correspondence. I know this seems a little weird, especially when you write email. So often in emails there's that the reading between the lines that takes place, the tone that's missing. When you smile, the way you actually write changes, and the way you communicate with people changes. And the last one here, choose to smile when you're frustrated. Again, be sincere. Don't just slap a happy face onto something that makes you disappointed. But willfully, purposefully choose to smile. In the midst of frustration, it can bring the stress that you are feeling immediately down. I know that most often I experience this as a parent. The frustrations of dealing with 2 boys can certainly bring out my best, but it can also bring out my worst. At my worst, I respond to the immaturity of my kids with anger. However, when they're really pushing me, and I find that all I can do is smile about it, in particular, smiling with my wife about it, it can really change the atmosphere in my own heart, which makes me deal with my boys in a much more effective way. So, take a minute in the comments, let me know some of the ways that you can think how smiling, changing your demeanor can impact your home or community or your workplace. Again, thanks for checking out the blog. Come back tomorrow for more content on enjoying the life you've always wanted at MatthewReedCoaching.com.